Welcome to What's Up Mamas. You're getting the women in their 60s experience on Naomi TV. Are you guys ready? Whipping it up in the kitchen and showing you guys how to cook tacos on What's Up Mamas. You guys ready to learn? Come a little closer. Let me show you the recipe.
These are the smart glasses of 27.
How cool is this?
Here are the coolest phones of 2027. This model is definitely in, but that one is out. This is the best value for your money.
Welcome back. Look at these amazing finds.
This vacuum makes cleaning so easy. And wait until you see this dishwasher. Today we are showing you the best household items on Amazon.
I need that mop. Welcome to our special vegan cooking segment. Try this gluten-free dish. This is absolutely delicious. Grocery prices are just sky high right now. It is affecting every family. And gas prices aren't helping either.
The whole economy is struggling.
That you're hurting people more than making people better.
It's because I'm for the rich, not for the poor.
Does that make it any better?
No, but I don't really care about that.
Oh, I see. Do you not think you're letting the people down, being that you're the mayor?
Absolutely not. I'm for the people, not against the people.
It doesn't seem like... I'm Mimi, and I'm Dutch, and I'm from the Netherlands. And this is my co-host, Semi. I'm Semi, and I'm from America. And we are What's Up Mama? Oh, it almost got us. We are coming to you live from two different sides of the world. Anything is possible on What's Up Mamas. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is so great to see you all. Welcome to What's Up Mama. We're starting this episode quite early. This is not supposed to be starting until the fall, but we're stepping in to cover Jay's new show this week. Yeah. He's busy on vacation with his mother, this woman over here. Yeah. Him and his new cast of anchors took the week off just to get ready for the new season. This is the first time Mimi came to America to visit her son. They're spending 2.5 weeks together, which is really cool. I've been at the beach for almost the whole week. I think I'm almost orange. Spending time with my son, it's really fun. Yeah, I saw you outside for like 3 hours sitting outside. I said, that girl's gonna get burned from the sun. I'm used to it. I'm used to being out in the sun at home as some babe naked. I thought you was gonna take the day off to go more to the beach and spend more time with your son. No, he fired me from the anchor job, so I needed to come to work. Yeah. Well, not fired, but released me of my contract. Yeah. He said he needed new faces. Can you believe that? Yeah, I only worked about 4 weeks until I was let go. Yeah. Well, at least Jay let us work on his show. Naomi wouldn't even give us the time of day to fill out an application. She said no at the door. I would feel intimidated for her to be my boss. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. She is a boss. Damn. I mean, she's such a sweetest lady in the world. Hi, boss. I forgot that, too. She is the creator of the show. I just want to say hello to my husband. He's taking care of my babies and my 3 dogs while I'm on vacation, so thank you. He's been a sweetheart. Hello, Hank. Your wife is adorable. He bought me the ticket and made sure I got on the plane. He drove me there and here. I am so thanks. We got to come here together. Yeah. Bring your dog, too. Naomi won't mind. If you don't mind me asking, what do you think about America? It's just like the movies, but bigger, especially your supermarkets. They're huge. The liquor stores are just as big as your supermarkets. The biggest I've ever seen. Yeah, I went to the mall. The malls are huge. I still have to go back for my Build-A-Bear. I need to build a teddy bear before I go home. I'm gonna need a suitcase. So we're going to get to our first news topic. So Biden's son was doing an interview the other day and said that his cancer had spread to his bones, which is horrible to hear. Yeah. It's a horrible, horrible disease. My father passed away from that very same thing, and I believe Biden's son also passed away from that disease. I can imagine what their family is going through because it's quite hard to deal with something like that, especially when they start to kind of get more and more sick and the disease becomes more intense. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. All right, so let's check out this clip of his son speaking about this. It's really heartbreaking. Let's check it out right now.
The only thing that I say about my dad, about his health right now, is I wish he would complain more because it's not good. The cancer has spread, is metastasized into his bones and further. It's very painful, and it's very debilitating in many respects, but he's still out there.
Joe Biden revealed his diagnosis in May of last year, 4 months after leaving office, saying he'd been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that had spread to his bones. This week on Kelly Ripa's podcast, Jill Biden said her husband is doing okay, but that the couple has to be mindful of the cancer with rounds of testing and medicine every 3 months. This past spring, Jill Biden wrote in her book that she noticed what she now suspects were early symptoms of the cancer when the couple was still in the White House. The former president has written a book of his own, which is set for release in November, just days before his 84th birthday. Last fall, the former president rang the bell at Penn Medicine in Philadelphia after completing a course of radiation therapy there. He was also reported to be receiving hormone treatments. A Biden spokesperson declined to comment on the former president's current condition. Now, in addition to reflecting on his dad's battle with cancer, Hunter Biden also told the BBC that his father has been rightly criticized for granting him a pardon in his final weeks in office. Hunter Biden was convicted of gun charges. He pleaded guilty to tax charges. Joe Biden said at the time those cases were infected by politics, amounting to what he called a miscarriage of justice. Well, his son now says while he's grateful for the pardon, he feels the decision was not good for the American people, for the Constitution, or for his father's legacy. Gio?
All right, Stephen Portnoy, thank you for your reporting there.
It's to kind of have to go through that losing your child and turn around, and it's pretty much you who's struggling with the same thing. I just feel so bad for them.
Yeah. It's a horrible, horrible disease, especially when it's someone close to you. It's even more of a struggle. It feels like it's something out of your control,
Yeah. I think if you ask me, it was the wrong person chose when there were so many other people with evil spirits.
Yeah.
That's completely healthy. He's such a good guy, regardless of what people think or how they felt he was for his 4 years. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
No one deserves that. If 84 years old, oh my God, and I have to go through that is, I don't know what to think about that. That's horrible. I feel for him. I just hope this situation has a good outcome.
Yeah.
And they keep talking about this pardon that he gave his son when people were giving criminals pardons left and right like it was coupons at an amusement park. They give this man so many passes who is far, far worse. It's not making any sense at this point. It's madness. It's almost frightening. Now that we're on the topic of you-know-who, our next conversation is about how the judge blocked him from continuing his little redecorating party at the moment. I think the redecoration was so stupid, to be honest. No other person have done it before him. It's almost like he believes it's his actual home and he's not going anywhere.
It's the strangest thing ever. He's older than us.
Each of them get 4 years, only 4 years. I don't know why he decided that needed a redo. It is the people's house. It is not his house. I don't know what he does not understand about that. Well, word on the street, he was not very happy about the judge's decision. But it's not new. He's never happy unless it goes his way. Who acts like that at his age? We're going to take a look right now and see exactly what he's upset about today. I mean, what's new? He'll be upset about something tomorrow and the next day or changing some different law. Yeah.
Wanted and promised a 90,000 square foot white and gold behemoth that would dwarf the actual White House. It would be the biggest thing on that plot of land by far. This is what Donald Trump has given you. A gaping hole in the heart of the country. He posted this photo this week. Look at that. He's proud of that. He is proud of demolishing the East Wing without asking any of our permission or Congress, to build a Trump monstrosity, to build a ego palace for himself. But today, a federal appeals court ruled 2-1. No, buddy, that actually, he is supposed to ask permission. Because, and this really cannot be stressed enough, it is not his house or his land, it is ours. And so the appeals court majority put on hold what has to be the single biggest renovation ever undertaken by a renter in all of human history. In its lengthy ruling, the court majority wrote, "The president has no and claims no constitutionally assigned authority over that property. Whether or not a massive ballroom should be constructed is for Congress to decide and is not a matter for executive self-help." Whew. That ruling appears to have affected Trump deeply. He is in his feelings about it on the internet. That's based on the nearly 500-word rant he posted on social media. Quote, "The military and Secret Service are viewing this horrendous, politically motivated, and unlawful ruling as a national security threat to our nation, in that the entire complex is being built for the protection of our country and additionally all future presidents. It is all tied together as one big, expensive, and very complex unit, which is vital for national security and military operations of the United States of America. This unjust decision must be overturned by the Supreme Court in its entirety." I didn't read the whole thing, just so you know. Notice as soon as they strike it down, it's like the national security military complex and not the ballroom. It was the ballroom. He called it the ballroom. He talked about how there had to be a ballroom. That was the project. Now it's like the military complex. So forget about Iran, where we are still at war. There's still no deal. Forget about the price of gas, which is still above $4 a gallon, has been for months. If you want to know what the president of the United States spends all of his time thinking about as president, it's clear as day. This is it. I mean, it's obvious if you watch him, but do not take my word for it. Here is the reporter who may know Trump better than any others, Maggie Haberman of the New York Times.
How much of his time actually goes into the renovation now?
A lot. If you looked at like a chart of his mind share, this I will say about getting into his mind, 70% of it would be on his renovations. It's a legacy thing, but it's I always think of legacy with him different than the way we usually use the word legacy. It's not what am I leaving behind for the world. It's what am I leaving behind so the world can't kick me off the world.
Trump cannot see anything beyond these projects to glorify him. The ballroom, there was the reflecting pool, there's the arch, which he's still like raising money from God knows who and in God knows which way. There's the Trump coins.
I'm pretty sure the people who voted for him did not vote for this, you know? Pretty much redecorated, making statues and cleaning swamp lakes. Like, is that what they looked forward to? Because he could have stayed home for that. He should be focusing on what he started, but he's not focused.
Exactly. He spends 70% of his time fixing this ballroom. It's like no one cares.
Yeah. The funny thing he doesn't get in his little mind is that it could be completely switched out at some point. Yeah. Once he's out of there, so you're wasting your time. And that's the hilarious part, just sitting there watching it get torn down. Exactly, and he could do nothing about it, just sit there and be mad.
We have to address these rising gas prices immediately.
Yeah.
Families are struggling to commute to work and school.
And when you look at the gas prices, you have to wonder about the impact on families. Exactly, and health insurance, and we need real solutions. This is why I stay in the house, because this is madness. Me too. I clean my house and dusted off my dolls, and I'm fine with. I don't like to be mixed up in this crazy nonsense that became of our world lately. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that I live in the Netherlands. If it gets too crazy, my son, you, Naomi, all you guys can come and move to the Nether. Can we do it now? I got the U-Haul parked outside.
Het zou Nederland moeten zeggen. I don't know why it didn't say the Netherlands. Dat is raar. Anyway, kom allemaal naar Nederland.
Okay, our next story is quite crazy. It's about a fisherman who literally switches off a young man's oxygen tank while he's down 40 feet underwater getting lobsters, you know?
What was the explanation for doing this?
He doesn't have one.
Yeah.
He did it just because he said he could do it.
Yeah.
He literally swims over taps on this button while this boy is...
He was 40 feet underwater, and I assume he was intimidated that they had the machine. Lobster is very expensive. They're making plenty of do-re-mi.
When the young man surfaced, he was having issues breathing because of what this older man did. The story is absolutely nuts. Why would you do that? He wasn't hurting you.
The older man got arrested and he served his day in court. You guys got to see the story. We're going to check it out right now.
It's absolutely nuts.
Absolutely crazy.
Right?
It's like, why has people gone completely nuts?
Is this an attempted murder caught on camera?
Hunters down there. We have a diver down there, you
A wealthy businessman fishing for lobsters is accused of switching off the air supply of a teenage diver while he was 40 feet below the surface, also looking for lobsters. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Hunter Coffer was hauled up to the surface and found him tangled with the hose, gasping for air and disoriented, but alive. Now 51-year-old Michael Simpson is charged with attempted murder.
This is a very serious matter, that somebody would try and turn off someone's air tank while they're diving.
Lobsters like these are a favorite summer delicacy. They can fetch up to $20 a pound in supermarkets and much more in restaurants across America. You can see why they're a highly sought-after catch. Authorities say the lobster war erupted when Simpson claimed the teenager was diving at his favorite lobster fishing hole off Miami. The teen was using a device called a brownie third lung. It floats on the surface and supplies air to the diver through a hose. It lets divers hunt for lobster in crevices without using cumbersome scuba gear. Robert Carmichael is Brownie's CEO.
If someone wanted to turn the brownie third lung off intentionally, they would simply swim over to the unit and flip off the switch on this battery-powered device.
Prosecutors say the video shows Simpson swimming away from the device after switching it off, and witnesses claim he shouted, "I'll turn the brownie off if I want to."
You wouldn't like that done to your kids, would you? That is the most immature behavior ever.
I spoke with the suspect's attorney, Howard Shrebnick.
This is a false arrest. He is not guilty, and we're hoping that the state attorney, when it has the opportunity to interview all of the eyewitnesses, will come to the same conclusion.
Is there anything I can say to the other family? Allow both sides to come up.
I'm absolutely confused now. You must have been doing this a long time to kind of be wealthy.
Yeah.
But if he's wealthy, he doesn't actually need to do it. They said it was his favorite spot.
Come on, the boy was an 18-year-old. Was it worth murdering someone over for some damn lobster? And you're already rich. It doesn't make sense.
He about to be rich and behind bars.
Yeah.
Money don't matter when you're behind bars. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know it's just a foolish thing to do.
Yeah.
The older man didn't need to be out there. He didn't need to catch lobsters. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
said he was well off. So what's
what's the point of doing stuff like that? What if things went wrong?
Yes. It's not about struggling or hustling.
Yeah.
It's more like, I got nothing better to do today, so I'm just gonna go catch lobster. I mean, it's absolutely awful what we just saw. I mean, what does people be thinking most of the time?
Like, he clearly is rich, but clearly it's dumb at the same time to make a decision like that playing with people's lives.
I know, you have to think about them and all that water, him knowing he's that deep underwater, it might not make it up.
It's just strange and bizarre. Yeah.
But we'll keep you updated on this story. Let's talk about the next one. So the next story is quite ironic. A voter voted for a certain person, and he ends up getting affected by the situation with ICE.
Yeah.
Not personally, but by association, his girlfriend gets detained from ICE. Now, he voted for a certain person, yet didn't think he was going to experience it firsthand.
It's so funny that these voters find out later their decision was flawed. They voted for it, but now that it's affecting them, suddenly it's a flawed decision.
Exactly. Now they want to complain.
It's so strange.
So the article says they just snatched her up while she was packing for the trip. Exactly. And he was completely blindsided, thinking she was safe. You know, it's funny when you see things like this because it's like, that's what did it for you.
Yeah.
Your loved one being snatched away and deported, right? Everything else that he's doing at this moment in time gets a pass until it knocks at your... And you don't have your girlfriend to lie beside, that's when it matters to you. Funny. We've been telling you this from day one that he's a liar.
Yeah.
He's gonna lie his ass off to get what he wants, even if it's fooling you guys.
Let's check out this story. This man and his baby girl got detained by ICE while going on vacation. Well, shit happened. Let's check it out right now.
Before we go to the video, he did not get detained.
Yeah.
She only got detained, and this is him in the interview about that day. Let's check it out.
Walk me through what happened when you and Yasmin tried to fly to Vegas.
We were going to a furniture convention. We had some construction in Mexico City and we were needing furniture. There was line at the airport was really long and they didn't have Premier access. So we signed up for Clear. And after signing up for Clear, we went to the United room. After leaving the United room, 8 officers, ICE agents, swarmed Jasmine and detained her, didn't tell us why, and rustled her off into a car.
They did not give you an explanation, John?
No explanation was given.
Did the officers, the agents in question, did they identify themselves?
No, they didn't.
When you saw that unfold, what went through your mind?
Well, I was just in total disbelief. Nothing like this has ever happened to me. You know, I have several businesses, I'm law-abiding, and I pay a lot of tax.
When you saw Yasmin being taken away, essentially, and arrested, how did you feel?
Well, I mean, I sat down outside and I just shook my head in total disbelief. I couldn't believe it.
Did they tell you where she was being taken?
Later on, an officer gave me an address of Greens Road location, detention center.
And before that incident, had Yasmin ever been in trouble with the law?
No, never.
She has no criminal record?
No criminal record, no.
Why do you think then, John, that she was arrested?
Well, they claim she overstayed her visa, but she filed an asylum visa, and all their filings were timely. Really had no reason to arrest her.
She's been following the process.
She was following the process to the letter of the law. I might also say it took them 10 days after that in which to file charges. We could not get any answers out of them. We had a court hearing. Our hearing was canceled because ICE had not filed any paperwork on her.
If Yasmin does not have a criminal record, if she has a pending case like you mentioned, why would ICE arrest her then?
I have no idea. Obviously, they just ignored it, you know? And that's the way they've been doing this whole thing. They do whatever they want and ignore the truth.
Do you think, John, that this is all about meeting a certain arrest and deportation quota, if you will?
I think it's about some kind of quota. And somebody's either making some money out of it or hitting the numbers that they need to hit.
how does it make you feel, John, as somebody who is law-abiding? You mentioned that you pay your taxes, a lot of them, I assume, that the country that you call home is now detaining somebody who you wanted and you planned to marry had she not been arrested.
Well, had she not been arrested, we would have gotten married. How do I feel? I feel totally betrayed. I mean, you never think, or I never thought a guy like me would ever be involved in anything like this.
I'm very ashamed that a lot of us older, 60, have voted and made that decision knowing that we are going to probably be the most affected in this situation. Yeah, I think a lot of them out there believe that because he was older that he can resonate with us, but that's not 100% true because he doesn't think he's the same age. He said it himself. Clearly, you guys have seen one too many times. It's not just criminals just snatching up and deporting. It's anybody they feel needs to be deported. They are departing, and that's a simple fact of it. Who are lied to and deceived, and it's right in front of your eyes, And then some people are like, oh yeah, well, he's going to make shit great again. He can't make anything great again because he's not great, and neither is his health. Yeah. I hate to say it, but we told you so, and that's the fact of it. Yeah. I don't feel bad because at the end of the day, I don't feel bad.
Oh, well, let's talk about the next topic.
Don't laugh at us, but we don't know exactly what this is. It's a lifeguard state trooper supervisor. I don't know what the hell that is. The Baywatch boss is being accused of recording people. Now, this happens an awful lot, where people are being recorded in locker rooms, and it's like so strange. Just like, why violate people's privacy? Like go to a steam room. Yeah. I've never been to one, but I'm assuming you're going to places where they care. Right, and they don't want to be recorded, you know what I mean? But what about privacy in a place like a bathhouse? Should you really be recording there?
Well, I think if the people don't mind and they care enough to say something, then maybe it's okay.
I think that is such an invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
I mean, if he really did it, he needs to do the time. Absolutely. Throw away the key. What gives that person the right to invade people's privacy? They're going in to get changed right after getting off the beach. Instead of saving lives, you're recording people. My daughter yells at me all the time, Naomi, about this very thing, because she says, stop recording people or putting the camera on people when we're out in public.
Yeah.
You were doing that on the beach the other day, flying your drone all over the beach. I was thinking that, I'm like, does people mind you doing that? I don't know. I'll be in my own head.
Meantime, a former state parks lifeguard supervisor accused of secretly taking videos of his employees in a locker room faced some of his accusers in an Orange County courtroom today. NBC4's Hetty Chang was there. She joins us live in Westminster with what happened inside and outside that hearing. Hetty.
Annabelle, Kevin Pearsall did not enter a plea this morning, and his arraignment was pushed back to September 21st. But this morning was the first time that several of his accusers had seen him since these allegations. Former State Park Superintendent Kevin Pearsall making his first appearance inside Superior Court in Westminster today. This after prosecutors charged him with multiple felonies for allegedly secretly recording videos of at least 23 employees while they were changing their clothes inside a locker room at Bolsa Chica State Beach.
You can back off a little bit, Phil.
The now retired Pearsall had no comment as he left court, escorted by sheriff's deputies. Two of his former employees described seeing him today.
What I saw as I looked down is him smiling. I didn't smile back. This isn't a joke to me, and I took it very seriously.
Matthew Dawson and Richard Corey are among at least a dozen employees who worked under Pearsall, some who were teenagers at the time, now taking civil action against their former supervisor and the state.
Many of our clients who are alleged victims feel violated and betrayed by the system, including their employer, the state of California, who they felt could have and should have prevented what they were forced to suffer.
Pearsall was put on administrative leave during an investigation that uncovered a USB drive and a hidden camera inside the men's locker room in July of last year.
We weren't supposed to be wearing our uniforms to and from work, and we were required to change in the back of the locker room where the cameras were.
Prosecutors also say Pearsall shared the images. At this point, it's unclear where and to whom.
That makes the whole thing hurt. Either you don't know how many people or who disseminated it to, and that's the worst part.
Pearsall is charged with 5 felonies and 26 misdemeanors. If convicted on all charges, he faces a maximum of 18 years and 8 months in prison. His attorney had no comment this afternoon. We're live in Westminster. Hetty Chang, NBC4 News.
All right. I don't know why people do that. I think it's so strange. They know they're doing the wrong thing, but they do it anyway, not caring. If he definitely did it, he definitely need to serve the time because it's well deserved. You shouldn't be doing things to people like that, especially if you didn't have the consent. They have too many apps where you can hook up with people and film them and they film you and then y'all can go about your business. Why do you like this voyage type of thing where people are unaware? How is that hot? You know, this is why I stick to myself and I stay away from this nonsense. Me too. I don't have time for the nonsense. I'm just trying to enjoy the beach. I don't have a beach where I live. I have to travel by bus like almost 2.5 hours to a beach. So being at a beach recently has been amazing. I'm just thankful I didn't go in a locker room. Okay, we're gonna do the next story. And after that, we're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna be talking to a tech guru about a new product. I'm excited about that. I won't be cooking this time around, but when we start in the fall, that's when I'm gonna start my cooking segments. And I'll be doing it with my hubby. He'll be taste testing. Oh, that sounds amazing. I can't wait. My daughter gave me the segment because she's very excited about these glasses. I'm still thinking though, I want the new Galaxy Note, but my daughter won't buy it for me. Okay, so my daughter kind of discussed this on the late night with Naomi over the weekend, but we're going to bring it up again to give you our older lady suspected on it. Let's talk about Ariana. I love her. She's so adorable and so young, so cute. Boys saw Wicked at home. Home loved it. I won't go to theaters because people look crazy. Yeah. Hey, Mimi, you stole my line. That was my line. I hate going to theaters because people are crazy. That was my line. You stole it from me. Well, Miss Ariana been going through it lately. You know when the fans are concerned because they say she's underwhelmed and underweight, and I have to completely agree. She's very, very skinny. That happens a lot with the Gen Zs when they think they should be a certain amount or don't want to eat because they don't want to gain weight. And it's unfortunate because it wasn't like that for us back in the day. Yeah. We had remedies, you know, to get into those jeans, you know, but it wasn't like not eating. I'm not going to say there wasn't people who didn't starve itself, but it was very rare like it is. I have a question, Mimi. I heard you're a very, very picky eater and not very picky, but don't eat very much. Is that true? Yes and no. I don't think I'm a picky eater. I don't eat very big portions, but I definitely eat. I hope so because I like you, girl. Yeah, I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to you. I'm getting better day by day, but I'm getting better. I just never been a huge breakfast eater, but I do eat dinner just in smaller portions. If I come there, you better eat more than small portions. It runs in the family. My mom's like that too. She eats a lot more than me, but she's quite picky. My son has been getting on me, and he'll tell you, I've definitely eaten a few times in the morning since I've been here. They were very concerned about her in this recent music video that she shot. She seemed very skinny and underweight. It's not talking about her in a negative light. It's just a discussion about health and awareness. Yeah. Her team pretty much told us that she was pulling back from the industry, dropping out of a place she was going to be in. She's stepping back from the limelight. It's pretty much fix yourself. But you know, when it comes down to singers and acts, I think they should take a bit of time for themselves. Yeah. You know, to make sure they're not overwhelmed or getting caught up in the controversy. You and I are just getting used to being on this stage. This is our second show. Congratulations to us. We're not famous, but we'll get there. And I know this show will be successful. Yep. TMZ is pretty much breaking it down for us, but sometimes they are a little bit harsh. They act like they know it all. You don't know a person's life unless you personally know them. Yep. I know we both have some things we need to work on. I know I do, and I know you do, so everybody goes through it. Yeah. And I think she just needs to take some time, so let's check this out.
Live. This is really interesting, and this is an issue that has been front page, if you will, since I was a young man. And it has to do with weight. The weight of women in particular, and when it becomes dangerous. Ariana Grande is stepping back after her tour because she is just getting torched online by people who say she is way too thin, that she is in danger of dying. There are, if you're not going to believe this, if you don't know, there are pro-anorexia groups that are basically using Ariana as a poster child, using the word goal when they put her picture up. And that has caused her what appears to be some real emotional distress. So she is going to step back from the public eye. Weird to say, in the middle of a tour and with an album, but she just cannot take it. Her rep says it's too much, but I don't think there is anybody who has followed Ariana Grande over the last couple of years who hasn't seen a change in her. And at a point, there's a difference between a change in physical appearance and where people become alarmed. And I think that's kind of become the dividing line right now.
Yeah, and this response that she's released seems to be coming on the heels of her music video being released over the weekend called Pedal. And in the video, you really see how thin she has become. Like you said, it has been a topic in Hollywood and in the world for quite some time. But when this video came out, I think a lot of people were really concerned about her health. So, of course, that generated a lot of chatter on social media, including by Jamila Jamil, who had posted a lengthy statement saying, a pretty extreme statement saying that we're literally watching someone dying right before our eyes, and blamed Ariana's team. She said that it's, terrible that her team is just watching this, standing by, and not, helping her be a better, as a person for all the young girls out there.
It is really interesting because, look, I'm sorry for hearkening back here, but Karen Carpenter, a long time ago, was clearly anorexic. And there were people who were whispering about it, but not really talking about it. And she died. And even though she had finally realized, oh my God, I've got to do something, and was actually gaining weight, her heart just gave out. So there are a lot of people who are doing this, not because they don't like Ariana Grande, but they're concerned. Now, there may be misplaced concern where people start talking about somebody's weight. But when you go back to that video, she looks just really, really thin. Now, they are saying it's because she's been on tour, she's very energetic, and she is in fine health.
Yeah, they've said nothing about her battling an eating disorder, and just said that
she is really thin.
Really thin, but also canceling some appearances after her Eternal Sunshine tour, which ends in September, on September 1st.
Using her as a role model on anorexia sites, that is so horrible. I know. And for these young kids to think this is normal, I just can't accept that. Yeah. When you lose all this weight and you get to your goal, it's really unstoppable for women sometimes because we're feeling our best. Sometimes we don't realize that we went way too far when it's too late, and then we're afraid what we eat. So I can't relate, but at the same time, you have a mirror, you should have saw this was too far. Yeah, we wish you a speedy recovery. Keep that talent because we are rooting for you, girl. All right, we're going to commercial. When we come back, we'll be talking about those smart glasses. If you're loving what we're doing over here on What's Up Mama, make sure you like and subscribe by hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and a notification button. Really would appreciate you joining us over here on Naomi TV. We're going to commercial, but come right back here because we have more segments and a sit down with some virtual glasses. We'll see you back here in a minute.
But you cannot leave me here alone. Cut! Great job, Mimi!
Oh, mine! Oh, what a beautiful day to show my love in every way. To be a wife you will find. What a beautiful day like this to fill the home with tender bliss. I love my husband dear. A beautiful day to show my love, to be the perfect wife for you. Beautiful day to say I love you more and more each day, to be a perfect wife for you. Oh, love is such a wondrous thing. To my dear husband I will cling, to love and to cherish each day, to be a good wife come what may.
I think you're gonna have to pay for that.
Thank you for giving me a ride home. I don't think I could have put this all on my bike.
You think?
Well, I felt bad, so I had to buy the whole entire store pretty much.
Look, cousin, I know you don't want to hear this, but the guy doesn't have a clue to save his ass. He's not that bright. You say all he loves is soccer and his parents. Why are you still making this work? You should just break this off now, before it becomes exhausting. I mean, look at you. You're sitting here in this bar pouting. You know I hate when you pout. It's just one of those guys that will never get it.
Okay, cousin, I'll see you later.
Get out of the street, cousin!
You.
And you.
What are you staring at?
I can ask you the same thing.
I asked you first. Oh, your dad let you out of the house? Oh, that's great. You're not in timeout. Timeout. Good for you, Pete.
First of all, I'm a grown man. I'm over the age of 20, so don't be sarcastic, and I keep telling you I'm not afraid of him.
Sure.
I don't know if this is like some type of prank. Every time I see you, you're always talking about me being terrified of my own father. It's not funny.
Oh dear, that must be him now. Honey, I'm sorry, I thought you were my husband. This is the Vanatten residence. Am I speaking with, I'm so sorry, but my husband is not home right now, he's at work. He'll be home later after 5, you can call then. Okay? Thank you, have a great day. That was strange. You're late again. Why are you late tonight?
Oh, I got caught up at work.
You mean you got caught up with your father?
Don't start. I'm just trying to have a great meal tonight.
You know, honey, you have to start making me a priority in your life. I feel like I'm the last person you take serious in this relationship.
Listen, that's violent.
First thing you think about when you wake up is your parents or your job or soccer. That's not fair to me. When I wake up, I think about you. I make your lunch, I make sure you're leaving the house with your brains attached.
Why do you always do this? Why do you always try to make me feel like I'm the villain? Because I love my parents?
You are the villain! Because you don't treat me the same.
That's not true. I'm not gonna argue with you all the time about this. We're already married, you should just go ahead and accept it.
I will never accept it!
What's wrong, son? Was it another fight between you and her?
Yes. She doesn't understand that you guys are older and that I need to take care of you, regardless if she likes it or not.
I'm so proud of you, son. You remind me of my own father. I'm very proud of you, son. But I don't think she's the woman for you.
In fact, you tell me that all the time.
Son, you have to fix the sink! Look at it, looks like a sprinkler went off in here.
I wonder Lost 2.
Are you guys ready for season 3? Well, this fall in September, it'll be season 3. I don't think you guys are ready because I'm about to bring well, I already brought it. I'm not begging you to come, but honey, I'll bring the popcorn. Not gonna be there?
Are you seeing someone on the side? Are you seeing someone on the side?
No, I told her this 50 times.
I don't think you're ready for me.
She doesn't want to marry me because I'm 10 years younger than her.
Do you blame me? My family would be so ashamed.
I don't care what they think. I love you.
Well, love is love, right?
Look at these high heels, they on fire.
That's my girlfriend. She is my girlfriend.
Don't you think this is a bit weird, guys?
No!
You want to be with me or that damn blow-up doll?
I choose a blow-up doll.
I don't give a damn if I lose my job.
Are you serious?
Forget I work for myself.
It's gonna get crazy here on the Naomi Show.
¡Tú me engañaste! ¡Tú me engañaste!
Eso no es verdad. Eso no es verdad.
I don't understand a thing.
So am I the father or not?
Nope, you're not the father. It happens only here. Be there or be square. I don't think you're ready.
Hey guys, this is Jay from the Morning News, and I'm here to tell you what we bring with the news. So first of all, we bring the news. Another deadly ICE shooting in Houston this week. A Mexican man who had been living in the U.S. for decades got shot because he looked like the person they were looking for. A wild black bear in Anchorage, Alaska, shocked shoppers by casually wandering inside a busy mall to steal a fresh peach.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Is that a real bear?
A high school junior in Topeka, Kansas, convinced the driver of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to give his group a ride to prom. Next stop, prom!
Woohoo! This is the coolest ride there is.
From the news, we go to the weather with the Weather Girl to get the latest weather reports for you guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Mimi, the Weather Girl, here to bring you all the weather. Like a severe storm system slammed into Chile. Over 125 million Americans across the U.S. and Canada are facing air quality alerts as thick smoke from Canadian wildfires drifts into some major cities.
Then from the weather, we go to the latest sports all around the world. The coach of England's soccer team announced he will remain with the England national team to lead them into Euro 2028, despite their semi-final exit. I am here today to confirm that I will remain as the head coach of England. I will lead the team into Euro 2028, no matter what. Stage 13 of the Tour de France wrapped up with GC contenders trading blows as the race entered its final stretch.
All the news will be on a weekly basis every Wednesday, and that will be all the news from all around the world every Wednesday. So if you like the news how I bring it, come and check it out, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date and get the latest news.
So ironic, I heard you had a new movie coming out. Yeah, we have a movie. It's going to be out September 25th, of course on Naomi TV right here on YouTube. Y'all should definitely watch. We're freaking hot.
Supongo que nunca lo sabemos, porque tendrás mi confianza, el corazón lo sabe.
Yeah, the movie is pretty much about the story of La Tulip, but then we invade the movie. It should have been about us the whole time. You know, me and my brother, two hearts. We're the main show, I promise you. And we got the looks.
Mixtape Dream Machine might be over until Christmas, but come in September, I promise my channel y'all would meet my group La Tulip, and they ain't alone, boo. Why have one set of twins when you can have three set of twins, honey? And who said they got along? Does any pop boy band ever get along? So here's a sneak peek look at a trailer of my movie coming this September 25th. That will be a Friday. This movie will premiere, and y'all are gonna love every bit of it. It's an hour film. Get ready, y'all. This movie did not come to disappoint, honey.
The movie was about us, but we had to share with these dirtbags. But we still stole the show. I mean, look at us. Did we do something to offend you? No, it's just a bit weird. We just got off stage, we're tired, annoyed, and then we have to bump into you. We're about to go on stage just like you and kill it. Naomi just wanted us to fit in here until you got here and do a meet and greet so you know who we are and we know who you are. Yeah, now we know each other. Peace.
Don't be disrespectful to them. They came so far from Korea, okay? Just like y'all came from the Netherlands. Don't play in my face, you hear me? Leave them alone. Be respectful. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Tonight,
we're taking over. We are the kings of this city. Yeah, we'll light it up. Let's go.
Ha mostrado, ya no hay sombras oscuras. Desdobla, el pesadilla está aquí. No me quedo ya atascado, ni yo me venderé sobre las
You just heard La Tulip on this very stage. Now here's my second group that will blow your mind. Welcome to the stage, Two Hearts.
너의 눈빛, 나의 마음, 영원히 함께해. 사랑해. Como si estuviera guiando, intentando que entiendas que no estoy bromeando.
They're over there fighting again, bro. Don't worry about them.
Escribido, esto es mi cita, ahora escucha. Ya dije, dejemos de bromear. Vamos a
We are flying high above the crowd tonight.
You have to stand on this platform. It will rise above the stage where y'all will be in the center of the stage. So come stand right here. Okay, cool. We heard you on that late night show talking crap about us. You don't even know us, bro. You're too freaking old to be talking about us. We're 20 years old. Who do you think you are, bro? Back off. If I was you, I would stay out of our way. You might be older, but I'll knock you out, bro.
We are rocking upside down. Scream it out loud to the crowd. Feel the power. We are the masters of the sky. Your love is beautiful. It is so beautiful. Girl, it's all about you. Forever in love. Yeah, baby.
I managed two groups, La Tulip and Two Hearts. They were fighting with each other. I said, y'all better get your shit together.
I will always be by your side. Everything I do is for you.
Te sabrás si eso está bien. Corazón de truena, agua de lago. Todavía estoy sacando.
Get out of the way, it's my turn to shower. You're a damn hog. We're running out of time. I just need 2 more minutes, bro. Chill.
You're really going in with the towel?
Shut up, it's hot.
Not anymore. We might be the villain of this movie, but villains do have more fun. You guys? You guys coming in? This is my spot.
Get out of our way!
You're finished! You're going down! Our movie is September 25. Are you coming? Lord, I hope so.
We have Derek, a representative for X-Ray Aura. He came to the show so I can try the glasses. They look so cool. I love what I see. So tell me, Derek, what is different from these than the 7 before this?
Well, we removed the engine and put it into the puck, so the glasses are a lot less heavy.
Yeah.
We also have a new engine from Google, a new chip, which is amazing. It's going to let the system run a lot more faster, and it's able to handle a lot more apps and XR, so that's really cool.
What about the radius? Like, you know, sometimes I felt like with the glasses before this, it was like looking through a fence. Did the eye awareness, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, get better or wider?
Definitely got 10% wider.
Yeah.
It's not a huge difference, but it's so much more advanced that you would hardly even tell the difference.
Ooh. I own Meta VR glasses, like the big heavy duty ones, but the thing I like about this is that it kind of gives you the feeling that you're wearing sunglasses, and I love that about it. I love my Meta, but I feel more comfortable when I'm at home on a plane or a bus. I like these because they're easy to pull out of the bag and just throw them on your face like you're wearing sunglasses.
Drake, and that's why us at X-Ray have leaned into that to try to make the best quality and find them, because that's what our fans love about the glasses, the portability of it.
Yeah.
We have a partnership with Google and Qualcomm. We have a partnership with both of them.
Yeah.
These glasses are using Android XR with 120 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah. My daughter owns almost every VR glasses known. I'm just kidding. She's really crazy over the Apple ones though, but she loves these and I do too. They're amazing.
Yeah.
I can sit here and talk you to death. I absolutely love these so much, but let's take a look at a demo of what these actually look like in real life. We'll be right back with Derek.
At XR last year, there's an ecosystem of new devices in the works where some of the immersive experiences you just saw are coming to new form factors.
Take X-Rail's Project Aura. Lightweight and portable, this upcoming device will bring a new wired XR glasses experience to the Android XR family. Let's give you a tour. The first thing you see when you put it on is the real world around you through transparent lenses. That's called optical see-through, since you see the world with your own eyes. Project Aura then projects virtual experiences into your field of view. You use hands to interact, just like an Android XR headset. So it's super intuitive to pick up and start using.
It's powered by a tethered puck, which holds the main compute and battery, so these immersive glasses still feel light and comfortable. And the puck also doubles as a trackpad.
I can use Aura anywhere to get things done. Let's imagine I'm out at a cafe getting a few things done while I grab a coffee. Aura runs apps from Google Play, just like a headset. So I can make my own full-size workspace, something people love to use X-Ray devices for. I can pop on some entertainment over here to the left, pull up my chats to the right. Voila! It's like I got my personal setup anywhere I go.
Andrea has her computer, but in places like this, sometimes you wish you had a little more screen real estate when you're away from your typical monitor setup. And because the lenses are transparent, she can still clearly see her computer while she's wearing the glasses.
And looks like I'm getting a ping from work in another window. All right, time to use Lightroom, but I want to do this on a big screen. So I can also plug Aura into another device like my laptop here and extend its apps to my screen as a giant spatial window. Here's Lightroom, and I can use my keyboard and trackpad from the computer. Of course, Gemini is here by my side in Project Aura 2 and can see what's on the screen, even the computer window, and offer help. Gemini, how can I add a bokeh effect to this image?
Go to the Lens Blur panel. Click Apply to let AI auto-detect the subject. Then use the Blur Amount slider to adjust the strength of the blur.
X-Ray Aura lets Andrea stay totally focused on this immersive experience in this pair of wired XR glasses.
Making a few edits here, and done.
Nice. We can't wait for everyone to check out these experiences and more when Project Aura launches next year.
And I'm so excited when it goes up for order. I'm going to be right there with my daughter, pressed in order so it could be shipped to our house. I'm so excited. Thank you, Derek.
You're very, very welcome.
I'm so blown away. How much do you think these actually will be when they launch?
Yeah, we're thinking maybe around the 1,500 mark.
Well, we have 2 more topics, so I'm going straight back with Mimi and discussing those topics. Thank you again, Derek. I had so much fun testing this out, but I got to get back to the show.
Thank you.
It looks like you had a good time. I know your daughter walks around with a huge purse full of electronics, so I know she probably gets it from you. I also have tried those glasses. Naomi brought them over one time when we were outside and she let me and my husband tried it on. They're really cool and not as heavy. I like them.
I also saw the Apple glasses, very expensive, very heavy, but very expensive. But I like everything Apple. I like those, but they're very heavy. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this next story. This is about a woman who blew up because a family came in asking about a knife to cut a cake with for like a happy birthday celebration.
Yeah. Other people felt like they should have done that elsewhere. Like, who comes to a pizza place and asks for a knife to cut a cake?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I'm kind of in the middle. I think I would have went in and asked them first before bringing a cake in and assuming they had a knife for me to cut. I just think it's etiquette behind certain things, but I get it. I think I'm more on the side of the people because it's like, who is it going to hurt for you to let them borrow a knife?
Yeah.
Especially when you're a business owner. Yeah, you have a point. It's true. It's common courtesy in both direction. You know, it's like, why wouldn't you, if you see someone celebrating a birthday, don't you want returning customers? Yeah, that's the point right there. Okay, so we're going to come right back. We're going to look at this right now. Yeah. And then we're going to come back for one more story, and then we're going to close the show. Okay, guys, let's check this out right now.
It's the pizza shop squabble that has the internet talking.
We just want to cut the cake.
How about if we just come to your house with a cake?
Okay, I would say yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Sure.
A customer recording as a staffer at the Jersey Shore pizzeria Joey Tomatoes appears to yell at customers for bringing in an outside cake and asking for a knife to cut it.
It's a restaurant.
It's a 5-year-old birthday party. It's a 5-year-old birthday party.
The incident was already in progress as the recording starts, and it's not clear exactly what happened before. But that hasn't stopped social media users from weighing in on the viral moment.
This restaurant owner just blew up her entire business over birthday cake.
I am on Mrs. Joey Tomatoes' side.
And you're telling me that you can't go get them a knife to cut their 5-year-old's birthday cake?
The restaurant this week issuing a statement titled, "Every story has two sides," saying in part, "We are a pizza restaurant, not a party venue, not a bakery, not a rental hall," and that every restaurant on this boardwalk has policies that exist for real reasons: food safety, liability, order in a kitchen running full speed on a summer night. They declined NBC News' request for an interview. Etiquette expert Thomas Farley, who goes by Mr. Manners, weighing in from the boardwalk.
The restaurant owner can always say no to a request, right? But what was it about this interaction that is not sitting right with people?
No can take many forms. The form that this no took was aggressive. It was very non-customer friendly.
The man who recorded and posted the video didn't respond to our request for an interview.
The damage, honestly, has been done. I don't want to keep reliving this story or, keep contributing to affecting people's livelihoods.
But adding this about the incident.
My hope is that, everyone involved learns from this and that future customers are treated with a little bit more kindness and respect, especially when they want to just create positive moments.
It's a restaurant.
It's a 5-year-old birthday party. It's a 5-year-old birthday party.
The restaurant doubling down, posting, "We are considering a new tagline. We don't do cake, we do pizza."
We all know the famous saying, "Let them eat cake." Normally that's not a nice thing to say to someone, but I think in this instance here at Joey Tomatoes in Point Pleasant, I think the nice thing would have been, let them eat their cake.
Valerie Castro joins me now. Valerie is the father to 3 wonderful kids. I know there is a process and a protocol for this when you want to bring a birthday cake to a restaurant. So what did Mr. Manners tell you?
I mean, the hard and fast and easiest rule to remember is to call the restaurant and see what their policies are. It's not surprising that a restaurant might have rules against bringing in outside food, but some restaurants might say, hey, it's okay, but we're going to charge you a cake cutting fee. Similar to a restaurant that doesn't have a liquor license and they might be a BYOB type of place, they will charge you a corkage fee to open the bottle of wine. So call the restaurant. In this case, it sounds like there may have been some miscommunication. The family apparently...
I just don't understand how that would have stopped you from making pizza by giving them a knife and letting them cut cake with. I absolutely agree, but where were they throwing this party? Why couldn't they supply it? I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's not a good look if you're this nasty about a knife. How are you with serving pizza? Oh, wait a minute, you got a point, nasty, nasty. I don't know, it's just like, if you can act like it's about a knife, how are you like with pizza? I wouldn't go there, her attitude just shows. Yeah, you gotta be kind. Yeah. Especially when you're serving food. Last but not least, our last story is about a pageant queen winner who gets her crown snatched back because she's caught up in some racist controversy over the years. I heard about this crazy talk. I don't know how you get on the stage knowing that you said some foul stuff in your past and then put a crown on your head. That is today, that is 2026 delusional, but most of the time of walnut. I absolutely think if that's what she was doing
and those are the things that she was saying, it should be stripped. Yeah, she was saying all types of stuff on social media. It's the weirdest thing to me that they leave these things on social media and don't think that it's going to come back on them. You know, especially when you're doing Miss America and getting a crown.
Yeah, you don't think people are going to look on the internet and say, hey, that's her. Put 2 and 2 together and then have your crown snatched off your head. Yeah, let's check this video out right now.
Queen dethroned after allegations of her problematic past exploded across social media. Brittany Bolton-House was crowned Miss North Carolina USA in June, set to compete for a chance at Miss USA in just a few weeks.
Hi, North Carolina. I'm ready for USA.
But no longer, after a local media report showed a Twitter account allegedly linked to her using racial slurs repeatedly online from 2017 to 2019. NBC News has not independently verified the posts. But the pageant's organizer says in a public statement it made the, quote, difficult decision to conclude her reign as Miss North Carolina USA after a thorough review of recently surfaced information. While it didn't specify what exactly came to light, Miss USA's chairman posted as well, saying in part the organization does not tolerate racism, homophobia, or transphobia. Bolton-House didn't immediately return our request for comment. Miss USA's chairman says she will issue her own statement soon, and all sparking outrage online.
She got disqualified because she's just blatantly racist.
What is wrong with you, girl?
Raising questions about how relevant beauty pageants are today after years of scandals and leadership changes. Remember, the winners of both Miss USA and Miss Teen USA returned their crowns in 2024 after tensions over the values and leadership of the decades-old institution. And pageant organizations have faced plenty of scrutiny for sexism and racism before. In 2015, NBC Universal, NBC News' parent company, ended its relationship with then Miss Universe owner Donald Trump after his comments about Mexico when he launched his presidential campaign. Competition's viewership tanked that year, and Trump sold his stake in the pageant shortly after. Ratings for both Miss USA and Miss America have struggled in the last decade.
Pageants have to accept, they're never going to go back to the heyday.
In response to cultural shifts, Miss America dropped its swimsuit competition in 2018, focusing more on talents and professional accomplishments. Miss USA still has a swimsuit competition.
Step front foot.
That's what I did.
No, you did it backwards.
And reality shows like Toddlers and Tiaras that dominated water cooler chats not quite as central to American culture today. But still, many top contestants have big followings on social media.
Women have so many chances to get out there and advance themselves professionally, to have a platform that they can even create themselves now.
Back in North Carolina now, a new winner taking her crown. Runner-up Mila Hadley says she understands the level of seriousness this title carries and is ready to represent North Carolina at the Miss USA competition, moving forward to compete on a storied stage that's been rocked with setbacks.
Well, she definitely got what she deserved. Okay, they snatched that crown, and let's move on and put it onto somebody else's head, which is rightfully deserved. But that's every day in society, as us older women have to watch these younger women act like this and carry themselves like this. It's going to be embarrassing when you're our age. Yeah. But we're going to close up the show, and we're going to see you mainly in the fall in September. We don't know what exact date will, but we will keep you updated, but we will be back next week. We will be back filling in for Jay for one more week while Mimi and him are still spending time together, and then he will be back the following week. Hope you enjoyed our lovely way of doing things here on What's Up Mama. We'll see you next week for an all-new episode. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Hey guys, I'm with my mom. She's in America. She's having a good time, right mom?
Ik heb een fantastische tijd. Het is hier heel leuk. Ik vermaak me prima.
That's great. We're heading to the beach. Bye guys.
Bye.
Yeah! Welcome to the show, everyone! Hey, woo! We are dancing our way out. Keep that energy moving. See you next time, mamas.